Gerald Auger, an Indigenous actor, producer, writer, motivational speaker. Tansa toya niche.
Tansa toya.
How you doing today?
Life is good and the Creator is amazing.
I hear you on that. So you're from the Woodland Cree Nation, is that right?
I'm originally from Big Stone Cree Nation, yes, from Woodland Cree descent. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, you've shared screen time with people like Tantu Cardinal, Gary Farmer, Adam Beach, Irene Bedard. She was like Pocahontas in the Disney films. So what can you tell me from an acting point of view? What is the best part about acting for you?
I guess for me, the best part of acting is I get to, especially of late, when they did Hell on Wheels and Into the West with Spielberg and Dreamkeeper, is being a part of our indigenous culture and way of life, our history, and reliving it live. Well, not live, but literally on set and going through the whole process.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just being there and just being present and creating a character.
Yeah, because for me as an actor, I take the time to study when I'm offered a role. I look at the history of the language, the culture of who I'm representing.
Oh, yeah, because you're from Woodland Cree, right? So sometimes you're going to be portraying somebody, say, from the Blackfoot Nation, and you got to, like, do you ever, like, learn different languages from those areas?
So far, as an actor, I've learned Shoshone, Lakota, Chinook, Chakotay.
Wow.
Crow. So, and that's what I'm saying is when I was offered Lewis and Clark last year for HBO, and I had to learn Hidatsa, I followed protocol with the culture, with a linguist, and I gave tobacco and print to them and saying I need to honor the Hidatsa for who they are. So this is kind of how I understand protocol. So
that is a very important thing, and I respect you for doing that. That's something that may get lost to some people's, but I'm very glad that you take the time to do that. Now, where did you get your start in acting?
In 1995, 2 months away from graduating, I got my marketing and management. I got it at Grand Prairie Regional College, and they had the 1995 Canada Winter Games, and they wanted a young man to stand on stage. Where they did the opening ceremony, the opening prayer for the opening ceremonies, which had an Indigenous component to it. So I did the favor for a friend, and I was a youth rep for Grand Prairie Friendship Center at the same time too. And a producer seen me out of Toronto and said, "Did you ever think of going to the acting modeling business because you have the hair, the face, the look?" And they says, no, I'm 2 months away from graduating from my marketing management. And they said, well, can you take some photos and send them to me and see what I can do? Yeah. I did an improv photo shoot. Next thing I know, I'm in Italy with Harvey Keitel and the late David Bowie shooting my first feature film.
I was reading about that. David Bowie was on there. It's a big name. Now, on CFWE FM in the studio with Gerald Auger. Now, for somebody who is just starting out or wants to start out, what would you say to them?
You will have to learn to let go of all your inhibitions and start understanding, live and breathe the industry. Go to film festivals, go to industry functions. And first and foremost, if you need an agent, get a headshot, get some resume going and some acting lessons under your belt, and then just trust in the process after that.
And this is coming from a person you actually co-wrote. Was it your first film, Bohemian Blood?
No, I wrote and directed Walking Alone, the story of Sean Bernard for NFB, CBC, and APTN, and then I also wrote and directed Honor Thy Father. Okay. And that's where I won industry acclaim for both those films. Bohemian Blood was just something. I had a weekend, some time off. I was visiting my grandson in Grand Prairie, and some locals asked me to be a part of this 48-hour film challenge. Yeah. And that's what I love doing. So I said, so let's do it. We did it. And to make a long story short, we ended up getting, we discovered a genre, Indigenous Gothic horror. We got picked up by a distribution company out of Malibu. Yeah. And now Bohemian Blood is doing its circuit.
That's like an Indigenous Crow?
In a sense, it was. Well, we didn't know because we were, and one of the reasons I did it was because you never see Indigenous people playing lead roles in horror. And I figured, well, I'm all about breaking new ground, right? So I did it, and then it just kind of took a life of its own, so.
Now, you're here to promote a film that you're the lead in, screening at the Edmonton International Film Festival. It's called Lost Face. Can you tell us a little bit about this film?
Lost Face has had an epic run. It premiered, it had its world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival. And really what happened there was Sean Meehan, the director, personally reached out to me late last year saying, Gerald, I've seen your body of work and I understand and I love physicality as an actor. I would love to offer you the lead role for Lost Face.
Yeah.
And I had just come out of a 6-year sabbatical, and I figured, well, this is obviously something I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
Because it came to me instead of me looking for it.
Yeah.
And then I ended up doing what I had to do with it. And lo and behold, it just took off.
Now, can you tell me about the film? What is it about?
Really, Lost Face, it's pure fiction. It's based on the Jack London short story, and it talks about these Russian fur thieves who come up to the north and they're raping and pillaging the people. And they come across my tribe, if you want to call it that, and then to make a long story short, it doesn't end good for him.
It doesn't end good for him.
It really is about a power struggle between me and Subinenko, and it just doesn't end good for him, and you'll be able to see that at the screening tomorrow.
on CFWE FM. I'm pretty excited about this film already. It doesn't end good for the guy. All right. Do you have anything else planned in your future?
Right now, this morning, I've been working on this project with Mind Shadow Entertainment. They're out of Los Angeles. Now they opened up an office in Ottawa, and we did a Skype, and we have launched on social media, We Are Justice Nation, and I'm not allowed to talk too much about it because we're still in the process of it, but We Are Justice Nation is really a new breed of superhero.
Yeah.
And but these superheroes talk about inclusion, diversity, equality. It's all about being unified as one race, because like Gandhi said, there's only one race in life, and that's the human race.
You know, speaking on that for a second, superhero films, this just popped in my head. Have you seen the new Magnificent Seven?
I haven't seen Magnificent Seven. Yes, no, have you?
Oh my God, I have. Now, you're speaking on diversity. They had a Japanese person, a Mexican, they had an indigenous person who was a fantastic warrior, and then of course Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And just being Denzel, like that's like he's a superhero in himself. Anyway, that just came to my mind. It's like, this sounds really cool, Justice Nation. I'm pretty excited to see what'll happen from this.
Yeah, like talking with Mind Shadow, we're anticipating to have the first. It's going to be a live action trilogy. The first one they want to have them in theaters of September of 2017.
Oh, fantastic. Now, Lost Face will be screening tomorrow at the Edmonton International Film Festival at 3:30 p.m. Little Birdie told me that you'd be in attendance.
Yeah, I'll be there because we were just in Calgary 2 weeks ago at the Calgary International Film Festival, and we won Lost Face won the Alberta Spirit Award, and so Sean Meehan flew in from LA to be a part of that, and he said, Gerald, I'm not going to be able to make Edmonton. Would you be able to carry the flag for me when it's well, I'm in Edmonton, so so I said I'd be willing to do it. So
okay, so then other than just saying hi to your face in person at the show, where can people find you?
They can find me. I'm all over social media. They can go to www.geraldauger.ca. I have 3 Facebook sites. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on LinkedIn. So you just Google my name. Just ask Grandfather Google. Punch it in. You'll be able to find me.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to be giving away some tickets. It's up on our Facebook fan page right now for the information about the film. Leave us a like and a comment. Comment Lost Face, and we'll be picking a winner just this afternoon. Gerald, thank you for coming into the studio to talk about this film.
I'm honored.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.